you're finding it difficult to enter a trade like this and catch this massive move right here, today I'm going to bring a solution to this. Okay, now grab a seat and come closer because I'm about to show you a strategy that is going to blow your mind. Okay, now look at our screen. We have the indicators. Okay, we have our indicators. We have two indicators on our indicator window. Okay, and on our main chart we also have the indicator. Okay, now the goal of this video is to be able to help you to identify a strong move, a strong trend, and you can hop into this trend while the trend is strong and you will never make any loss. Follow me as I show you how this strategy works. See this long move right here. Can you see that? This long bearish move, right? You can see this long bearish move. In order for you to hop into this trade without being knocked out by any spike, and you will be able to catch all these little candlesticks, you can scalp all these little candlesticks. I'm going to show you the strategy that you can use. Okay, and you can also use it to catch spike, a very strong upward movement on boom, or even if it's crash, a downward movement on boom where you can catch spike, and you are going to hop in and you will make massive profits. Stay with me, let me show you that. So let's scroll back. Okay, you can see this massive bearish movement. Can you see that? Massive bearish movement, guys. You can hop into this trade safely and you will make massive profit. Spike is not going to knock you out. Now let me show you the secret. It's all about timing, guys. It's all about timing. So on our indicator window we have the RSI, while on the main chart we have the moving average. Okay, so we have the moving average, and right here we have our RSI. It indicates the levels, and it also indicates this is the signal. Okay, it also indicates the signal. So in order for you to use this indicator and hop into a very strong downward or upward trend without being without making losses, I'm going to show you. Okay, so we have our RSI here, and we have, let me just delete this level. We have currently level 50 and level 70, of which is not very important, so I'm going to delete, of which 70 is not very important. It's just to guide you on where to take a profit. Okay, but the main level we are using today is level 50, which is this middle line. So I'm just going to remove the level 70 so we can do our explanation with the level 50. Okay, so we currently have on our indicator window, we have the RSI, and we have the signal line, which is this red line, and then we have the level. Okay, this black middle line right here is level 50. Okay, so that is the level, the only level you'll be adding, level 50. Okay, so now we are going to wait. If we want to scalp, like we want to catch this massive downward move, we want to enter in a safe place where spike is not going to knock us out. Okay, we are going to wait for when the signal, the red line of the RSI, okay, when it goes below. Okay, so the red line of the RSI should be trending upward previously and then start trending downward. Now when it starts trending downward, that is the beginning of a downward movement, of a bearish movement. Okay, but you don't hop into the trade immediately start trending downward. So you have to wait to this very point right here. Okay, you have to wait to this very point right here where the RSI crosses below level 50. Okay, so when the RSI crosses below level 50 right here, okay, that is to tell you that the trend is a very strong bearish movement. This is how I catch sniper entries that I can enter safely and I'll be at peace. Okay, I won't be scared of being knocked out by spike or making any sort of losses. Okay, so if you don't want to make losses, this strategy is for you. Okay, so when the RSI has gone below level 50, okay, that is to tell us that the trend is very bearish, like it's strong. The bearish movement is strong. Okay, and when you look at it right here now, you can see that it's further moved downward. Can you see that it further moved downward? Now when you look at our chart, you can see this whole long bearish movement right here. So when the RSI has crossed below level 50, you have to look at your main chart. Okay, so when you look at your main chart, we have the moving average on the main chart. This is a moving average, okay, the black line. So we have to look at the main chart, and we wait for the point at which the moving average crosses over, okay, crosses over to the other side of your chart, to the other side of price. So when the moving average crosses, if you trace it, you can see that it is at the very spot, okay, it is at the very spot right here where the RSI started going below level 50. That is the very spot, okay, can you see that? If I trace it upward, that is the very point at which the moving average crossed over above the price. And when this moving average cross above the price, this is to tell you that it's going to be a strong bearish trend, and you can hop into the trade and ride massive profit downward. Okay, so this is how to use this strategy to scalp safely without making any losses. Okay, if you follow my direction very well, you are going to make massive profit. Okay, now let me show you how to use it to get to hop into a strong bullish trend. Okay, that you enter the trade and you are going to catch a lot of spikes. So this is the 1 minute time frame. We are going to head over to the 5 minute time frame, so the spike will be very visible to us. So let's head over to the 5 minutes time frame. Now look at the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, we can visibly see a lot of spikes right here, right? So now if you want to catch spikes safely, okay, without price starting to trend down for a long time, okay, you know, sometimes if you want to catch spikes, let's say you want to catch spike and you come and stay over here. Let's say you come and you take a trade, you open a trade right here after the first spike. You know, the price is going to start retracing a bit before starting to spike again. Okay, and in that period, if you don't have a lot of capital to hold on to the trade, you might make losses and it might hit your stop loss, okay, and you can also blow. Okay, but with this strategy I'm showing you today, it's like a moving train. The train is already moving, like you just have to jump in and you be taken to your destination. So this is what the strategy will do for you. So once you hop in, it's just going to continue to the direction you want. Okay, now look at it. Now looking at this place, if you look at our indicator window right here, you can see that the RSI was previously going downward, then it started heading upwards, indicating a bullish movement. Now when it starts heading upward, you don't do anything, you don't take any trade. And when it started heading upward, that was when price changed from bearish to bullish at this level. You don't do anything at that time. All you have to do is wait to the point, to this very level 50 point where price crosses above it. So when price crosses above level 50, you look at your chart and wait for the moving average to move from this side and come over below the chart. So when the moving average has come below the chart right here, if you trace it down, you can see that that is the point at which the RSI move above level 50, right? So you can see, so that is a safe time for you to enter. So as soon as you see that the moving average has crossed below the chart, all you have to do is hop into the trade and catch these other spikes. This is 5 minutes time frame, and if you catch these other spikes, you should know how much you are going to be profitable. Okay, now we have an example right here. Can you see that? We have an example right here. Okay, you can see that the moving average are crossed above the chart, right? And the RSI is below level 50. It is safe to take trade at this time. Okay, it is safe to take trade at this time. You can just hop into the trade and just, you know, get little candlesticks. Okay, let's try that out. So I'm going to sell. Let's take 4 positions. Okay, can you see that? So price is likely going to spike at this level. I took this trade because I entered late. Okay, if I'm to enter early, if I had seen this earlier, I would what enter at this level. Okay, just immediately RSI start going below level 50. Okay, so price is likely going to spike at this zone, but the spike won't stop me from making profits. Okay, because I can see a support zone right here. I can see a support zone right here, and boom and crash often spike at support and previous resistance zones. Okay, so let's see how it works out. Let's see how it plays out. Okay, so we've taken our trade. Let's look at that at the 1 minute time frame. Okay, you can see that when you look at the 1 minute time frame, we entered kind of late because the 1 minute time frame is already at the support zone right here. So it has already reached the oversold level at which is likely going to start spiking up. So if you want to enter, I just wanted to show you an instance. So if you want to enter, when you have checked your 5 minutes time frame and your 1 minute time frame that they align, that the moving average is heading below level 50 in 1 minute time frame and in 5 minutes time frame, and you see the moving average cross, okay, above the charts both in 1 minute time frame and in 5 minute time frame. And even if you want to stay in a longer trade, you can also consider what the 15 minutes time frame and the 30 minutes time frame. So when you have seen all that, you come to your 1 minute time frame and look for the better time to hop into this trade. And the best time to hop into a trade like this should be at this zone right here. Okay, just immediately it went below level 50. Okay, so this is how to use this strategy to hop into a strong moving trend, a strong moving downtrend, or a strong moving uptrend in order to make profits and not make losses. Okay, so let's check crash 500 or crash 1000 to see if this strategy works right there. So just as we explained in on boom, the same explanation goes for the crash. Okay, the only thing is the different in direction of the trend. If you want to catch spike, you should be looking at when the RSI has gone what below level 50. Okay, and the moving average has gone above the price, and then you hop into the trade and catch more spikes without making losses, without having a lot of delay before getting spikes. Okay, so that is how to hop into the trend. Okay, and for scalping on crash, that if you want to buy on crash, okay, using this strategy, you have to wait for a time where the price has changed from being what bearish, okay, like we have here. It was initially bearish, you can see that, from being bearish, okay, you can see from being bearish to being what bullish. Can you see that? So when price has been trending downward and it changes and starts trending upward, you don't do anything. You wait until the RSI crosses what above level 50. So once it crosses above level 50, look at your chart and ensure that your MA has crossed below the price. Okay, and then you hop into the trade and you're gonna make massive profit scalping safely without being knocked out by spike and without making huge losses or blowing up your account. Okay, so this is how to use the strategy. I'm going to give you the setup of the indicators. They are pretty simple settings and it will be easy for you to grab. Let's head over to the indicator window. So these are our indicators. Okay, and on the main chart we have the moving average. Just two indicators we are using today, the moving average and then the RSI. Okay, so let's check the setting of the moving average. So the moving average, these are the parameters. You can take a screenshot of it. It's period 21, the shift is 0, the method is exponential, and then apply to close. Okay, so the levels, there are no levels. You should apply it to all time frame, and use any color of your choice right here. So make sure you make it thick, so it will be very visible on your chart. So that is the setting for the moving average. Thereafter, you click on save. So let's check the setting of the RSI. Okay, so the RSI, we have the parameters to be period 14. Can you see that? Period 14, apply to close, and the level is level 50. Okay, just level 50. The reason I added level 70 initially is to tell you the level at which you should get out of the trade. Okay, because price is likely going to start spiking. Okay, if you are on crash and you are buying, okay, when price hits level 70, when the RSI touches level 70, you are likely going to expect spike. Okay, I'll show you that on the chart. I'll show you that on the chart for better understanding. Okay, so these are your settings, and then you choose your style color. Okay, you know, most time when we are using the RSI, I often tell you to change the style color to be your background color because we don't need to use the signal. But today we are using the signal, and that's why I made it red. So make it red to, or any color you want to be visible on your chart, and then you click on save. So these are the settings of our indicator. Now let's head over. Let me add the level 70 again. Okay, let me add the level 70 again. So, okay, let's add level 70. So we can illustrate what I'm trying to explain to you. So this is level 70. Okay, so we'll click on save. So let's head over our charts. Okay, now look at the chart right here. We can see that all that we have explained, okay, the condition has been met here. Okay, what I'm trying to explain to you now, this is level 70. Okay, this is level 70. Now, if I hop into the trade right here, okay, so we'll buy. Okay, let's buy. Okay, so if I hop into the trade right here, it is expected of me to leave this trade when this RSI right here, when it reaches level 70. Okay, price can continue trending, okay, upward. We got a spike, but that spike is not going to be effective. It's not going to hurt us because price is going to go up. It's going to go up. That's a strong bullish movement. Okay, and we are going to make profit from it before it reaches when it's going to spike heavily and take us out, but we'll be out by then. That's why I encourage you to leave at what level 70. And when you get a spike, you can see that it is a short spike. The spike doesn't have weight, as mean it's a long body candle. Okay, you should be scared that price is going to spike downward, but since it is a short one, it's likely going to continue upward. Okay, so it is expected of me to leave this trade at level 70. Yeah, by then I've gotten some profit and I'm out. When you're scalping, don't stay too long in the market because spike can come anytime. It can hit you out. Okay, so when you reach level 70, you should be out of the trade. Do not be greedy. Even if price continues, just wait for a better condition again to take that trade. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Okay, now look at the trade we took initially. You can see that we made profits. Okay, but you can see that price has reached oversold level, and like I told you, it's going to start spiking. Can you see that? So we made profits up to this extent initially. Can you see that? So if you had entered earlier, okay, if you had entered earlier, I told you entered late. I just wanted to demonstrate for you. So if we have entered earlier at this point, if we had entered earlier at this point, we would have made a whole lot of profit, guys. We would have made a whole lot of profit. Okay, but because we entered late, the moving average was already at close to oversold level, and we made little profits, and it's going to start spiking up heavily like heavily. So it's better we get out right now. Okay, So this is how to use the strategy. I want you to go over to your chart now and back test it, okay? Back test it, okay? And tell me the results you got using this strategy. If you got value from this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to Ever Profitable Income, and share this video to your friends that need good trading strategies to trade. Drop a comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Bye. The spike is coming. Let's run.